Did you miss me? Alors bonsoir et bienvenue à un autre épisode de Vintage Kids. Alors, bienvenue à un autre épisode de Vintage Kids. Aujourd'hui, il y a quelque chose de différent, là. Vous allez voir, là, peut-être que le scenery est différent, là. Je suis pris plus dans une boîte parce que j'ai oublié ma caméra habituelle que j'avais amenée in the English. You might see that I'm a bit stuck differently in my square today. I forgot my camera back to our camping site. There was a chance that I would do a Vintage Kids last week, but due to internet stuff and whatever, I decided to have a week off. Donc, j'ai laissé ma caméra, puis là, je l'ai pas. Fait que là, je suis sur ma vieille caméra, puis là, elle est comme petite, puis elle est là, puis, tu sais, ouh! Là, vous avez peut-être l'impression que je vous regarde pas, mais parce qu'elle est là. Puis là, moi, je regarde là pour pouvoir aller, puis là, tu sais, là, j'accroche tout. Allô? 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 Yes, so welcome back. We've skipped a week, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to skip a week. It's okay to skip a week. Donc c'est correct de skipper une semaine d'une fois de temps en temps parce que tu sais, ça a l'air de rien là, mais ça fait 58 fois, 59 fois là qu'on se joint ensemble là, à se le rouler comme faut là, puis tu sais, faire chaud à l'os. Donc, des fois, ben, c'est correct de prendre une petite semaine de tranquillité, puis surtout c'est l'été, donc c'est ça. Donc, in the English, have a good drink because we're about to talk a lot about different thing of the tonight, you know? Yep. Donc, this week, we're not going to talk about any movie, any TV show, any toy line. Let's talk about us. Let's talk about us, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Alors, cette semaine, on va pas parler de films. On va pas parler d'une série de jouets là, qu'on aime, là, ou des casse-têtes, ou des cartes de hockey là, qui ont oublié de printer en arrière. Là. Toutes sortes d'affaires comme ça, on n'en parlera pas. Welcome back! Hey, good to have you again, my friend, ici, Kitty! Donc, oui, hein? Cette semaine, on va parler, là, de l'espace. Non, c'est pas vrai. Non, ça fait du bien d'être de retour, là, tu sais, me s'ennuyer, là, de faire ça. Moi, j'aime ça, faire ça. C'est très bon pour mon moral. Puis c'est un peu de ça qu'on va parler d'asseoir, hein? Let's talk about why we are actually kind of collecting without really knowing it. Donc, on va parler du pourquoi que nous, on collectionne puis qu'on dépense tout notre argent de notre retraite sur des affaires, des morceaux en plastique. Puis que c'est correct. Donc, c'est ça. La raison pourquoi je veux parler de ça, the reason why I want to talk about this week is, as you guys know, I sell stuff on the internet. I don't have a store, as you guys know. It's a Yoda's Workshop is a Facebook group. But I sell stuff on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace, whatever. And a lot of times when I meet the person that I'm selling items to, either a statue, hockey cards, whatever the collecting things that they are collecting thinking, there's often this same explanation to me, and I really not going to say enjoy this, but I totally understand. And you're all probably saying, Phil, you've missed a week and you've lost your fucking mind. Probably. So, what I want to say is, I don't think we realize how important this could be. Continue d'en parler, je me sens moins mal de dépenser. Ouais, ben, prépare ton portefeuille, là, parce qu'après notre épisode d'aujourd'hui, là, tu vas mettre ton esti de mère à vendre sur le web, puis mettre ta maison esti aux enchères, puis tu vas aller t'acheter des R2D2 puis des Boba Fett, mon ami. OK. J'espère qu'il y a du monde qui vont joindre nous autres à soir. Parce que c'est une émission importante, là, je pense. Ça va toucher là, tout le monde, là, à part les enfants. Là, ça, c'est pas correct. Là. Ça va toucher là, quelque chose d'important là, de chacun d'entre nous. Hein? Je le sens, là. Est-ce que vous le sentez? Là? Ah oui. Donc, I think this is an important episode, and it's an important issue that we need to talk about. So, what I was saying, I don't remember if I was saying it in French, sauf une fois au chalet. Ben oui, mais là, ça, ce qui se passe au chalet reste au chalet. Hein? Ben oui. So, what I was saying in French, or I forgot in which language I was saying it, I'm going to try to do my best to do French and English tonight because the issue is really important, I think. And if I'm wrong, that's okay too. So, what I was saying in French is when I sell something to someone, a lot of time this person explains to me what's going on in their lives. And a lot of times it's people, and I'm not saying everyone, but often. Do we say the T? Often? Often or often? Often. A mec often. I'm going to take a mec often. What we don't really seems to realize is that collecting is an amazing way to keep ourselves sane, to not lose ourselves. So what I was saying is a lot of times someone would going to say, man, I'm starting over to collect. I'm starting my collection again. I had to sell my collection for whatever reason, but now it really helps me and it keeps me focused. So I have some people just told me I used to be an alcoholic. I used to be on drugs. I used to be whatever, having issues in their lives. And people are saying, well, you know what? Collecting Star Wars or collecting cards or collecting whatever the collecting thing is, it helped me. It helped me. Even people with mental issues, people with sickness, people going through a divorce, people going through depression, people going through whatever. It's like you are a therapist when you sell stuff. Yeah, kind of. No, not at all. I think that we don't realize the benefit of this. Donc, je pense pas qu'on réalise la force puis l'impact que le plaisir qu'on a à collectionner, the fun that we have to collect, help us on so more many levels that we think. So, like I said, one of the greatest story that I was told, and that directly from someone that purchased something from me, is that this person used to be on drugs, used to really big issues with drugs and alcohol. So he told me he went to therapy, and what helped him and what is helping him right now every day is to spend time on his collection. Like I said, whatever you're collecting, it doesn't matter. It's not a question of, this is a good collectibles. Stop collecting pens. It's worth shit. Who cares? Who cares what you are collecting? The important thing is that these people manage to control their needs or their demons, or I don't know how to call it. I have to take notes for next time Emma is asking me why. Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right, man. Kirk, I love you. By the way, I miss you. Yeah, I just needed to say it. I love you, buddy. I really do, man. I really do. Some people just can't understand how can you love someone so much even if you have never met this person in real life. And I mean, me and you and so many others, I think it's the best way how to explain it. I appreciate you so much in my life, everything that you do for so many people, but what you do for me. And it actually fits on what I'm talking about today. The fact that collecting is not only something that you're starting to buy stuff. My life is so much happier with you in it, Phil. Well, it's the same thing for me, man. Uh, it's the same thing, and that's the point. And it brings more depth to what I'm trying to explain tonight. So collecting will help people that are in difficult times in their lives because they're going to spend time. They're going to enjoy. It's going to bring them so much joy, so much fun, and opposite to what they are going through, whatever it is. Like I said, a divorce, depression, addiction, whatever. This is kind of an addiction, but trust me, it's not a bad one. So some people will purchase this Vader and gonna receive it and gonna wait, like me, gonna wait for days to come through the mail, and they're gonna receive it and they're gonna unpack this thing. So it's like fucking Christmas for them. And they're gonna spend hours looking at all the details on the chest plate or whatever, and they're gonna pick up some Q-tips and clean that thing up. And it's going to bring them joy. It's going to bring them what they need to go through another day, another week, another month. And the person that was telling me the story of him stopping using drugs and doing his best to stop drinking alcohol was that he realized that all the money that he lost with all the drugs and all the alcohol that he drank just vanished. And what we are actually purchasing as a collector, the money is still there. So it's not the same thing. It's not like pissing away your retirement. It's not pissing away your paycheck. Of course, that's another issue. If you're unable to buy yourself food or pay mortgage, that's a problem. I totally understand. But at least you can just turn around and sell this thing and you'll be able to get more money. Try to sell your piss after you've drank a few shots. I don't know if you'll be able to sell it. Well, at least not on eBay and not on Marketplace. So I'm going to say it in French really quickly. I hope I won't lose my English friends over here. But ce que j'expliquais, c'est que les gens qui ont des problèmes, des addictions, qui sont alcooliques, qui ont des problèmes de drogue, le gars m'expliquait que tout cet argent-là, les milliers de dollars qu'il a dépensés à cause de son problème, cet argent-là a disparu. Ils l'ont pissé ou ils l'ont whatever, tu sais, puis tu peux pas revendre ça. Tandis qu'au moins, quand tu focus sur une addiction, on va appeler ça une addiction, mais tu sais, c'est different kind of addiction. Tu collectionnes des affaires, au moins tu as quelque chose que si tu as besoin d'argent, tu te reviens d'abord, tu peux revendre tes items que tu as collectionnés, puis tu vas avoir des sous pour. Il y a quelqu'un qui va les acheter. Il n'y a pas personne qui va t'acheter ta vieille piste là, de Coors Light là, ou je sais pas quoi. Tu sais. Donc, de plus en plus, j'en ai du monde. Puis là, je veux même pas, je n'aimerais pas de nom, mais encore là, je parlais avec d'autres personnes que j'ai rencontrées cette semaine, puis qui m'expliquaient Man, je suis en train de passer à travers le divorce et l'enfer, puis là, ben, j'ai décidé de recommencer à mettre comme mon attention là-dessus, puis ça m'aide beaucoup parce que c'est très difficile tout ce que je suis en train de vivre. So, again, this week or last week, someone explained it to me. Like, I'm going through rough times. I'm just going through a divorce. I'm in court, and my children, I have to deal with them and deal with. I'm losing all the house. I'm losing half of my wealth, my pension or whatever. It's tough. Life can be tough, and if you take the time to check what I've added as a picture in this week vintage kids post, it says that it's a Rocky quote, Rocky Balboa, and he says there's nothing that is more tough than life, because life's gonna put you down and it's gonna keep kicking at you and don't piss away everywhere, please. Please. Okay. Inquiète pas, mon amour, je vais me retenir. So, yeah. Je sais plus où est-ce que je m'en allais. Donc, people are going through rough. Our house. OK. Pour Hood. Je me demandais c'était qui Hood, là. Pierre Hood, je sais pas. Paul Hood. Je me demandais. Donc, ça, it hit me. Always when I talk with someone that says, thank you, I'm really happy to have this piece, or I'm really happy that you helped me out with my collection. And what I love to do, and that's me, it's not everyone, I presume, that do this, but when I meet someone that buy me something or we trade something, I always sit down and I always take the time to talk with them if they are interested to talk with. And it's always fun because what I'm selling is mostly stuff that I enjoy too. I don't sell things that I don't have an interest. So if this person is buying me something, it's because we have the same interest. And we are going to spend time, sometimes even almost an hour, just talking. We're standing there and we don't know each other, but this thing, this toy or whatever, this card, this pen or whatever, makes that we fit together because we have something in common. And it's nice because I know that by the end of that conversation, by the time that we are talking, I can feel and I can see that this person is going home and he is feeling better. He's doing better. And sometimes they all even tells me, like, man, thank you, I'm so happy, it was nice talking with you, thank you for taking the time to talk. Donc en française, quand je rencontre des gens, quand je vends quelque chose, c'est-tu Jim Arsenault? Jim Arsenault is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Man, what the hell happened at your place? That's terrible, man. I mean, I've watched the video. I did not ask you questions about it, but anyway, we'll talk later on about this. This is terrible. See, that's a good example. When something goes bad in your life, it's something it's rough to go through. It's idiots. Yeah, trust me. I presume that it would probably be idiots. En français, on dit, in French we say, moi j'ai plus de pitié pour ce monde-là. In English, it's, I don't have any patience with these idiots anymore. Maybe it's because I'm getting old, but anyway. It's a good thing that if I don't end up face to face with one of these idiots, because fuck, man, I would go nuts. OK. Donc, en français, j'expliquais que quand je vais vendre ou je vais échanger quelque chose avec quelqu'un, on se rencontre. Comme je dis, c'est peut-être pas tout le monde qui fait ça, mais moi, j'aime ça, pouvoir passer un petit peu de temps avec la personne. Je lui parle toujours un peu de Yoda's Workshop, notre groupe Facebook, je les invite à venir voir. S'ils cherchent quelque chose, de l'écrire sur Yeah, no more pity, trust me, man. I know, I feel you. Um, donc, j'aime ça passer un peu de temps avec cette personne-là. Um, et c'est là, des fois, que les gens s'ouvrent, puis ça, tu vois que ça leur fait du bien de jaser, puis on a quelque chose en commun, parce que la personne vient chercher quelque chose que je vends, que j'échange, donc c'est quelque chose qu'on a le même intérêt, fait qu'on se rejoint là-dessus, tu sais. Oh, yeah. Well, it is. It could be good thing, but it could be a bad thing, because there's laws, and laws are bad sometimes for the people that are not idiots. You know what I mean? Where's my baseball bat? Anyway, where's Lucille? OK. Donc, c'est ça. Je vais passer du temps avec ces personnes-là. Je vais faire l'échange. Puis, on va parler de notre passion pour collectionner tel item. Et c'est là que tu te réalises que la personne, après, quand on a fini de jaser, ben, il te le dit même dans ta face. Hey, merci d'avoir pris le temps de jaser avec moi. Ça m'a vraiment fait du bien. C'est cool. Je vais aller sur le groupe. Puis, go, tu sais, tant mieux. Fait que j'ai l'impression, c'est pas une question quand même Dr. Phil, mais j'ai l'impression que collectionner n'est pas si, pas dire absurde, mais ça a quelque chose de beaucoup plus fort, qui a beaucoup plus d'impact que l'on pense sur beaucoup de gens. So, in English, I really think that collecting brings us together, and that's the cool part, because you meet some people, make some new friends. Perfect. But here's another great example. And we've talked about this in the past. It's the Facebook groups. And Kirk was there a few minutes ago. He's a great example. I mean, I have friends, I have people that I consider real friends that I've never met. And these groups, where we can all talk about something that we love, just like I was saying, when you meet someone, these groups become so much. There's so more than just groups. Trying to find the right word in English. They become family. They become somewhere that you can go if you don't feel good, that you will spend a few minutes or an hour or whatever of your time with these people that you enjoy being with, even if it's only virtually. And you're going to feel better at the end of this time you're going to spend there, talking with friends or looking at videos, or even if you're watching just a live sale on these groups, and you don't even have to buy anything, just the fun to see, what item is going to bring. There's joy. There's so much good for every one of us in these groups. Donc en français. Maintenant, ce qui est trippant, c'est qu'avec les groupes Facebook, on est capable de se regrouper. Puis on est partout dans le monde. We're everywhere in the world, and we are able to get together at the same place. This is incredible. 20 years ago, that was like impossible, Encore en français, I realize that I forget to say things in English, and anyway. So, en français. Donc, il y a des groupes on peut tous se rejoindre à la même place, on a toute la même passion, on collectionne les mêmes affaires, on a les mêmes intérêts. Puis peu importe qu'est-ce qu'on collectionne, encore une fois, le fait de collectionner, ça ramène cette joie-là, peu importe ce que tu collectionnes. C'est sûr, si tu collectionnes les doigts de personnes là, que tu coupes là, à cachette, c'est pas une bonne idée. Ça peut te faire un trip. Moi, je te dirais, peut-être mieux de consulter. Tu sais. Euh, donc, c'est le fun de pouvoir se retrouver. Puis quand ça va pas bien, ben, tu prends ton téléphone, tu prends ton iPad, tu vas sur ton ordinateur, puis tu t'en vas sur ces groupes-là. Puis tu vas lire ce que les gens postent. You go on these groups. You didn't win that. The IC, Best Been Prime, R2 and Friends. I mean, there's tons of great place. There's even great place for hockey cards, for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, whatever, like I'm saying. Whatever you're collecting, it's okay. And nowadays, there's group for everything. So that's amazing. Donc, c'est cool parce que maintenant, il y a des groupes pour tout ce que tu collectionnes, peu importe ce que tu collectionnes. Et quand ça va pas bien, ben tu sais que tu peux aller là, puis tu vas avoir ça fait du bien là, de me retrouver avec les gens qui postent des affaires drôles, les gens qui font des live sales, les gens qui font des podcasts comme moi. Puis tu sais que tu vas aller passer 1 heure de ta semaine ou tu vas aller passer 15 minutes à aller checker les derniers posts, les dernières affaires à vendre. Et puis ça va te faire du bien. It's going to make you feel good. Whatever the day or the week you just had. Peu importe la semaine, la journée que tu as eue de marde, tu sais que tu peux te revirer de bord. Oui, du réconfort. Ked, c'est exactement ça. C'est du genre de réconfort. Puis tu le sais, il n'y a pas personne qui est là pour te juger. No one is in this group to make you feel bad. That's the opposite. It's like you're collecting Star Wars, you're collecting whatever, you're collecting vintage games from the 80s or whatever. You're going to find someone and more than one person that will be glad to talk with you about your passion. And you would be surprised to see that these people are probably there also because they need this. They need this to feel better. Il y a tellement d'exemples qu'on peut donner, comme je disais tantôt, que ce soit dépression, divorce, problème de santé, santé mentale, whatever it is. Life is not easy. It could be mental health, it could be divorce, name it. Every day, life is going to throw something at you that you don't want necessarily to live through. You don't want to go through this. But there's things that you can turn to that are not drugs, that are not alcohol, they're not something bad for you. Collecting. So, it's always fun to meet new people. It's always fun to see that you can make a difference. And that's also the great part of this. You know that you are helping someone else, not only getting what they're collecting, but you bring happiness. You bring so much happiness to these person that sometimes we don't realize how deep in a hole they can be. And this can be like the rope that you're sending them in that hole to help them climb up and get out of that dark hole. Donc, en française, on réalise pas des fois que le petit moment que tu vas passer avec cette personne-là, le petit le smile, la minute que tu vas passer avec, l'heure que tu vas passer avec, l'item que tu vas lui vendre, va faire que tu vas l'aider parce que tu sais pas, toi, que cette personne-là est peut-être dans un esti de trou, là, dans un puits, puis oh my God, tout est rough. Mais là, ce que toi, tu vas faire, c'est comme si tu lui envoyais une corde, pas pour qu'elle se pende, là, mais dans un trou, là, rien pour s'accrocher, là. La corde va faire que cette affaire-là, elle va s'accrocher dessus, puis elle va remonter. Ça va l'aider à sortir, justement, de la mauvaise passe qu'elle peut être. So you guys might say, Phil, why are we talking about this right now? Well, it's really because, like I said, I've talked with new customers or new friends or new people that I've met, and they told me their stories, and it's always the same. It really helps me. I'm in this rough part of my life. I'm going through something very dark, and this helps me. Um, the death of a family member, whatever it can be. I'm going to tell my story very quickly because I've talked about this and I'm not here to get like, oh, poor Phil. No, no. I haven't. I had health issues that started just before the pandemic, and it took 2.5 years before they were able to give me a diagnostic of a neurologic problem, not mental issues, different thing, neurologic health issues, mental health issues, and now I have to deal with it. And trust me, the wait was terrible. The wait was rough, and I lost my dad in the same period. So a good thing that my girlfriend was there to help me out, that my daughter was there. But my dad passed away during the same time. So trust me, I needed this. I needed collecting. I needed to open Star Wars cards pack to give me that strength. And it was not like I was not in the depression or anything, but it was rough. So that's my story, and that's the reason why I'm doing the vintage kids, because I was waiting. And I'm still kind of waiting. I was waiting for what's wrong with me. So can you imagine, it's been 4 years. All this started 4 years ago. So in these 4 years, what I did, I turned around and said, geez, what am I going to do of my fucking days? You can have sex with your girlfriend a few times. That's okay. That's nice. But then what? You have to do something. So, and again, keep in mind that I'm in Canada. We live in igloos. Winters are terribly long. You can't go out, and with my condition now, I'm not gonna go skate, and I'm not skiing, whatever. So I have to do something with my fucking mind. So I started to collect again, and I opened my Facebook group, Yoda's Workshop, and then and I decided to do the Vintage Kids, and I've been doing it for 59 episodes, and trust me, it really helps. So, and that's my story. I'm lucky because it's not a terrible story of losing someone in a car crash, or it's not a divorce, or I'm not losing half of my life because I'm going to court with my ex-girlfriend, or I'm not fighting to keep my children. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not on drugs. So my story is just not so terrible story, but I hear stories of other people that is crazy, and I'm saying to myself sometimes, Jesus, I'm a lucky guy. And when you start analyzing the life or the troubles that others have to go through sometimes, like again, mental health issue, divorce, whatever it is, you realize that, Jesus, okay, my life's not so bad, but I still need to go get something out of it that will make me feel good. And collecting and spending time with other people that are also collecting, that gets the same orgasm by collecting and receiving their box and their purchases by the mail, or even just like going through the internet and trying to find the new whatever you're looking for, or you're looking for that piece of a vintage thing, like I'm looking for a saber for this guy. This is fun. It's not work. It's not work. You're going to say, Phil, work is great. Yeah, work can be great. Sadly, there's so many people that are working in in something that they just don't enjoy. And that's sad. Anyway, OK. Fait en français, fait que là, je ne veux pas raconter mon histoire encore, j'ai tout dit, là. Ça fait 4 ans que j'ai un arrêt de travail, si. À cause de la pandémie, ça a pris 2 ans et demi avant d'avoir mon résultat. Donc, moi, j'étais en train de virer fou, il fallait que je fasse quelque chose. Ben, je me suis reviré vers le collecting, j'ai ouvert Yoda's Workshop sur Facebook, puis j'ai commencé Vintage Kids. Une chance que c'était là, une chance ma blonde était là, une chance ma fille était là, une chance ça. Puis j'ai perdu mon père en plus dans le processus. C'était rough. Il a fallu que je m'accroche à des affaires qui me rendaient heureux. Ben c'est ça, c'est exactement ça. Fait que je pense que there is no shame to collect. There is no shame to collect whatever you like to collect. It could be Barbies. It could be, even if you're a boy, you can collect girl stuff. If you're a girl, you can collect little boy stuff. There is nothing wrong with collecting. Yeah, they need to share the joy of a find. Yes, you're totally right. Kids, c'est en plein ça. Fait que je pense que c'est important. Puis c'est tellement trippant maintenant qu'on ait cette facilité et cette opportunité de pouvoir joindre des groupes, rencontrer du monde si facilement. Bon, il y a du monde pas correct, peu importe où est-ce que t'es. It's an escape, yes. It's so fun nowadays that it's so simple just to take the time to look on Facebook, to look on whatever social media you are on. You will find people that do the same thing, collect the same thing. And like I said, these people, you have no clue how important they can become in your life. I always drop names. And Kirk was there. Kirk is a great example. Kristen, Jim, Joe Ferraro, Greg Marshall, Ked, man. Ked, my friend Ked is an amazing example. He purchased, was it you, man? Okay, tell me if I'm wrong. But I'm going to tell the story very quickly how my friend Sébastien Ked, we've met. He bought me a Star Wars case, just like this one, full of figures. And if I'm wrong, let me know, Seb. So we meet up at my workplace back in the days, and I sell him this case. Who cares the amount? Whatever figures within there, and he tells me the story. Again, if I'm wrong, je peux me tromper de personne, là, mais il me semble que c'est avec toi. He says, we are purchasing this for a friend that is in the hospital. I said, oh, really? Yeah, this guy is dying, and we don't know how long he'll be with us. So he's a Star Wars fan, and us, couple of our friends, are gonna put the money to purchase this thing full of figures, of vintage figures, and we're gonna bring it to him and give it to him in the hospital. And kid, I don't. Yeah, okay. So je pense I'm right on the money. So think about this. Okay, think about this. A few friends having another one that is fucking dying, and I know what I'm talking about. I've lost very young friends to cancer, and they get together and they purchase this thing to me. I'm just the guy that sell it. But can you imagine the feeling that I had, the way it made me feel when Seb left with this, and I knew he was going to go to the hospital and give this to this guy that it was dying. So trying to bring some joy before this person leaves this earth. So here you go, man. We love you, and we know that you enjoy Star Wars, so you can play with your fucking figures in your deathbed. Whew, man. What an amazing story. And I was part of it. And that's the reason why me and Seb, we are friends today. So, I mean, that's just nuts. And back in the days, something similar could have happened. But now with the internet, with the easy way to connect with people, it's so more it's easier, and it's different too. I mean, some people are they're comment tu dis ça en anglais? How do you say it in English when you're really like not shy, but je sais plus comment dire. Il y a du monde qui sont hi, I'm Robin Williams, you know, and there are others like I don't want to talk, man. Man, I feel emotional. Yeah, I totally understand, man. Introvert. Okay, introvert isn't not like the new boy, girl, introvert. Kidding. Introverti, c'est ça. Can you imagine the help, the coup de pouce, we say in French, the push with the thumb, put, that these people that are shy, that are introvert, non-binary, yeah. They are now able to join groups without leaving their houses, or even like handicapped people. We have a friend that is in Hawaii, and I don't know if someone talked to him recently now that there's so much fires over there. Did someone talk to the blind Padawan from the MMC? I don't know. I hope he's okay. I hope someone reached out to him. Maybe Kirk, you did, or maybe we're going to see him this week on the MMC, but I hope him and his family is okay. So that's a great example again. That's the blind. It's a blind kid it's a friend of ours, and he's in Hawaii, and he's in our group, and he trades, and he gets some gifts from us. I mean, we're having fun. It's chicken wood. I love the guy's blind, and we call him the Chickenwood, the Chickenwood Padawan. I hope we see Guywood. Yeah, Guywood de la Cruz. Guywood tomorrow night. And I always have fun with this guy, and we call him the Chickenwood. Guywood, the Chickenwood. Anyway, I always ask the group, why didn't Chicken Guywood didn't cross the road? Well, he was unable to find it because he's fucking blind. That's so bad. Dark clock, yeah. It's so dark. Anyway, so that's another great example. So I was saying introvert people that don't feel good by going through any of the conventions or the Comic-Cons or whatever. Some people are really, really having issue with this. Nowadays, they're able to go on the internet and join any kind of Facebook group, and they can have new friends, and they can interact without leaving their houses, and they don't even have to meet the people face to face. So this is amazing. This is amazing. We're not in Kansas anymore. We're not in 1849. I like when he won a puzzle. Puzzle. Oh wow, you won a puzzle? Really? I don't remember that one. Oh man, that's so great. Yeah, he feels he received. Guy would actually receive gifts, and he makes videos for us opening the box that he gets, and he's like, he doesn't see shit. So he touches his figures, and oh, that's an Obi-Wan. Oh yeah, I think that's that's a coin. Oh, and that's a Boba Fett coin. Wow. I'm like, man, that's amazing. And we're bringing joy to this guy. I'm not saying that he's not happy because he's blind, but I'm just giving him as an example. Some people might be very happy to be blind. I don't know. Never been blind before. So, I mean, yeah. So this is amazing. This is amazing. And we don't realize the importance of this, of these groups, of these friends, of these person that we are able to meet nowadays. I'm sure that there's a big percentage of our friends, of our members of other groups that are having rough times, and that we are their escape, and we help them. We don't realize how important we can be for these people depending on what they are going through. That's what I mean. See, that was, I think I formulated right. My English is not perfect. Keep that in mind. I am not English. Je suis française. Je suis canadien français. 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 I'm doing my best here. Je fais de mon mieux, là. Des fois, je parle presque mieux en anglais qu'en français. Mais bon, c'est pour d'autres affaires. Remember when Kirk asked him what color shirt he wanted? Oh, man. Oh, let me see. Oh, that's blue. It's so bad. You said to just tell him it was the color he asked for. He wouldn't know the difference. Yeah, you're totally... I remember that one. I remember that time. Yeah, I mean, see, these are great examples. We have so much great memories that of the times that we spent together, and we were all in our little houses all around the fucking globe. Donc, c'est un très bon exemple. C'est-tu Jim? Yeah, Jim. Jim, you're totally right. Donc, Jim, il nous raconte il nous parle d'un souvenir qu'on a eu ensemble, toute la gang, puis est-ce qu'on a trouvé ça drôle? Mais on va s'en souvenir toute notre vie. Puis on était tous, chacun dans notre petite maison, dans notre petit sofa, à quelque part ailleurs dans le monde. Un, si, est en Hawaï, l'autre est au Nouveau-Brunswick, moi, je suis au Québec, il y a quelqu'un au Texas, il y a quelqu'un au Wisconsin, mais on est tous à la même place en même temps. We are able nowadays to be all together at the same place at the same time and enjoying stuff like this. Memories. And like I said, even if you are having mental health issues, depression, or whatever, this is a great way to help you out. Yeah. So, I mean, I've talked to some of my friends, and I always tell them, I'm far, but I'm always one click away. And it's true. It's true. Yeah. So that's why I wanted to talk about this today, the importance of it, and the fact that, like I said earlier. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this really quickly because I haven't talked about this. Don't let other people decide for you what is good or what is not good to collect, or if it's stupid to collect. If it brings you happiness, if it brings you joy, do it. Do it. Like I said, it's not a question of money. Like, of course, if your wife tells you you've purchased more Star Wars stuff, do you remember that we have to pay for the kid or we have to eat this week and you don't have any more money? Yeah, that's an issue. I totally understand. But what you do with your money, you better put it in collecting than putting it in drugs or alcohol or things that will fly away. The great stuff, the great thing about collecting is when you purchase something, it's yours and it's there and you can sell it again. So if your girlfriend, if your mother, if your friends tells you, stop collecting, you're a child, stop collecting, you look like an idiot. Well, I'm sorry, but this person doesn't belong in your life. That's huge what I'm saying, but this person have no rights to tell you what to do with your life or to do to make you feel better. I'm not talking about doing crazy shit. I'm talking about having fun, collecting cards, collecting plastic things that brings you joy, that brings you back to that childhood that was so nice. So no one should tell you to stop collecting. They don't have a right to tell you this. It's I don't know. It's. I'm gonna make a very stupid comparison. Stop having sex. Yeah. Well, I kind of enjoy this. Yeah. Well, stop. Don't have it anymore. Yeah. Well, I don't think that I'm gonna stop. It's stupid. I collect calories. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, man. Yeah, I'm trying to stop to collect these because they don't necessarily cost a lot, but they stick to you. Anyway, so you understand what I mean. No one should tell you. No one has the right to tell you stop collecting. No one. I collect death. That's another issue, man. Ian, if you're starting to have debt because of your collecting, it's time for you to sell stuff. Start selling cards, start selling big things like this that takes place, and you know that you're going to be able to pay your debt with this because you still have 5 of these. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. And that's why I collect. That's why I don't feel like I'm wasting money. And nowadays, with the internet, you're able to get great deals. I've talked about my Yoda, not my Yoda, but I got a Yoda life size just next there. That is still on the floor because I don't have time to fix it. I've purchased the new Grogu from Sideshow, the life size one, and I wanted to purchase it. And it was like, man, he looks so great, and I've already told the story, and it was so expensive to purchase right from the States because shipping, la la la, and I've waited. I haven't purchased it, and out of fucking nowhere, there's a guy in Quebec City that's like, yeah, well, I've purchased 3, and I'm gonna sell 1 because my son doesn't care about Grogu. So, oh, okay. How much do you want? Send me $400. I'll be happy. I was like, what? I would have paid like $600 or $700 for it, but now I was able to get it for $500 or $400. I was like, woohoo! And I know that this Grogu right there, life size, he's amazing. If I need money, I just have to put it on Marketplace and I'll be able to get my money back and even make a few bucks. So that's why I'm saying it's so great to collect. Donc c'est ça, c'est la beauté de collectionner. C'est sûr, encore une fois, si tu collectionnes les clous et les vis, pas sûr que tu vas être capable de les revendre. It depends on what you're collecting. If you're collecting screws and hammers, you might have problems, or empty bottles, you might have problems resell these things. But if you're collecting cards, Star Wars, Pokemon, whatever, you know that you're not alone. You're not alone. If you're collecting dog poo, you might have issues selling these on eBay. Anyway, so that's that's the reason why I wanted to do this. So keep in mind, I think that we are more important than we think for others. And keep on collecting, keep on interacting with the Facebook groups, because even if sometimes you think, oh, I'm doing too much or I'm spending too much time on this group, keep in mind that everything that you're posting will bring a smile or will bring a light that someone needs every day. You are making a difference. I know I am. I know a lot of my friends do the same thing for me. I need these people. I need to spend time. I need to talk with them. And when I don't talk with them for several days, I miss them. I miss the interaction. I know we haven't met, but can you imagine? And it's I'm always saying this. I mean, if I go to the ICCC next year, I'm gonna fucking cry the whole weekend. I'm gonna fucking cry like a little girl because I'm gonna meet so many of my internet friends that are so important to me. I'm gonna freak out. It's gonna be overload emotion. Uh, I mean, yeah, my beard's gonna be wet as a SOS. Rub there, whatever. You know what I mean. So keep that in mind. Don't let anyone tell you that you're an idiot because you collect. Don't let anyone tell you that you're losing money because you're collecting, because you know you can sell, you can resell these. Don't tell anyone, don't let anyone tell you that it's worthless or that you are spending too much time on Facebook groups because it doesn't bring anything. Well, it might not bring anything to this person, but it can bring so much to you and to others. So that's it. If you ever go, people want to prepare for fat guy Uggs. I've lost 7 pounds, man. I've lost 7 pounds. Yeah. I'm happy about it. I've started, and I'm going to do it very quickly. I've started this carnivore diet. I only eat meat. Well, 95% of what I eat is meat. And I've lost 7 pounds so far. And I'm not angry anymore. Hungry. Angry. I'm hungry. I'm not hungry as much. And I'm out of all those fucking medication that they gave me during those 4 fucking years that they didn't know what was wrong with me because of the fucking pandemic. So now I don't want to eat every day or even at night. So I'm good. I move more. I do more exercise. Yeah, I think my fingers are less fat. I've got fat fingers, man. I'm the guy that soon I won't be able to call you on my phone because the letters are going to be too small. Like in The Simpsons, sorry, your fingers are too fat. I'm trying to call 911. Diet pops, diet pop. Yeah. Well, I mean, what I'm trying to do right now, since I gained so much weight with those fucking medication that they gave me, and the fact that I don't move anymore as much, I just want to try to lose like a few 10, 20 pounds, and then, okay, I'm going to feel better and going to be able to move more, and I'm going to do my best to keep the weight that I used to be. I was a skinny guy until I started to work in the hotels, in the hotel industries. Man, you can eat a lot of shit in those hotels, and good stuff, but very bad stuff too. But yeah, and I don't play hockey anymore. I used to play hockey a lot, but my fucking legs decided to let me down. So anyway, that's another story. So thank you, very much for being around with me tonight. It was kind of a different Vintage Kids today, but like I said, I think it's a very important issue. it's a very important thing that we realize that collecting helps us. Not only us, help others. So, as I always say, thank you for joining. Merci d'avoir été là encore une fois. Next week, I should be there. I should be back with another episode. If you have any suggestions, if you have any idea, if you have any questions, please send me a message. I'll be happy to reply. And I just realized that we are starting soon. Starting soon. Yeah, well, we're ending soon. Let me... Yeah, that's the thing that was supposed to be there. Episode 59. The benefits of collecting on us. See? That's what I wanted to talk about. So again, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. I've got a few things that are working in my head. I've talked with Seb too. Merci Jim. Merci everyone that was there. Merci Martin. Bienvenue dans la gang, man. J'espère que t'as aimé ça. J'espère que tu parles anglais un peu. Donc, c'est ça. Si vous avez des suggestions, whatever, je suis toujours ouvert. Et, yeah, that's it. So, as I always say, be safe, be good, be wild, be you. Don't let anyone change who you are unless you're a serial killer. That's not good. Yeah. Bonne semaine. Have a great week. Don't go too fast on the internet or put your helmet on. Have a great week. You Didn't Win That. Yeah, everyone, go check You Didn't Win That on Facebook. That's another great group, man. Love you all.